light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you look the part. I'm about to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rockin', and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby, I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Beckham's Giants going up against Marshall's Jets. So with that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Sean Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think he identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
I still remember a scouting report that a former Giants GM had on Eli Manning coming out of Mississippi. He simply said he has it. And we always talk about the it factor, which means they're going to play large in big moments, in key situations, and Eli Manning has always had that.
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Marcus Manning on third down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And he's got Decker, left side. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Fitzpatrick, and that is incomplete. He was trying for his running back, Bilal Powell. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Back deep for the Giants, Dwayne Harris.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here comes the Jets defense as they ready themselves.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Still 1st down.
This is Johnson, the fullback. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was definitely a surprise there. Handed to the big guy on 1st down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the 2nd level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
Jennings. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
David Harris is a playmaker at inside linebacker and also one of the most durable guys in the league.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Let's see what they go to here on third down and 6. From the gun on third down, Manning hitting Donnell here, the tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
Throwing on first down is Manning. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Rashad Jennings, he's all alone. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Manning to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, they started this drive in as tough a spot as you can at their own 1, so they're able to march it into field goal range and get 3.
I thought that was a very poised, dare say classy sort of a drive. Backed up in the shadow of your own end zone, yet you come out of it and put points on the board. Well executed.
This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Ryan Fitzpatrick leading the offense onto the field, and he will be the starter week 1 of the regular season. But more interesting, maybe, they ended up keeping 4 quarterbacks, so 3 behind him. Should be interesting.
Almost unheard of in today's NFL because a good number of the teams are only keeping 2 quarterbacks. Yet the Jets have doubled that number. Geno Smith, the clear number 2 now. Bryce Petty hurt a shoulder in week 4 of the preseason. We'll have to see how he responds. And Christian Hackenberg. Can you say redshirt year for him? No doubt about it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Caught right side, Davis. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. And here are the starters offensively, and one of the wideouts, Eric Decker.
Remember when he came out of school, out of Minnesota, and many thought he was nothing more than a number 2 or 3 receiver? He's proven everyone wrong. He's a guy who's a high-volume catcher and a terrific player downfield.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Here's Fitzpatrick, and there's a flag on the play. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall.
Offense. Still third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Move, 45.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking deep downfield here for Decker. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Harris now to return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's got time. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the auto and says more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Surveying the field. He's going to air one out. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 4th down, the Giants call on Brad Wing to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Jason Pierre-Paul, so good to see him back on the field, resuming his place as one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves his sticks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play clock winding down. On first down, this is Forte. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that's good for a Jet first down. So to carry that time for Forte, a man who turned 30 last December, Charles.
And he wants to make sure we forget about that with his new team, the New York Jets. But we do know that 30 is the dreaded age for runners.
And Forte so experienced, more touches than anybody else in the NFL the last 8 years. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Finding time. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The play clock's running down. Fitzpatrick now going to give to Forte. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a second and long to start things out. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And he's got Decker, left side. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On second down, Forte. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's a touchdown for the Jets.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Nick Folk for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Bobby Rainey now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken at the 18. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now come the Jets. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And, you know, one storyline that will be interesting to track, just switching gears here for a second while we have a moment, is 7 coaches with new teams this year in the NFL. See how that plays out as the regular season gets going.
And they got to their present assignment so many different ways. Chip Kelly getting a second opportunity in the NFL after Philadelphia. He's in San Francisco now. Ben McAdoo's offense was so good in New York, they retained him and moved him up after Tom Coughlin left. How about going to Cleveland? Hugh Jackson. He now gets to work with Robert Griffin III and try to resurrect the Browns. And Adam Gase, the quarterback whisperer, takes over in Miami with Ryan Tannehill.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. Time running out here on the play clock. Fitzpatrick now, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So, Charles, recent news, the NFL announcing that the 2017 draft will be in Philadelphia. And ironically, Philadelphia, with a recent trade, will have a first-round pick from the Vikings. Interesting.
And that was the fear because Philadelphia had been rumored as the city, but at that time, they didn't have a first-round pick. Well, they have one now. The trade of Sam Bradford to Minnesota. They get a first-round pick in 2017. Fly, Eagles, fly. When that pick comes up, look out. It's going to be a blast.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of, great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. The drive begins with a run by Forte. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. Smith catches left side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And Davis with it left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Play clock winding down. Fitzpatrick with a give to Forte. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Fitzpatrick on first down. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Jets are going to have a first down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's a first down for the Jets.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Forte, the lone running back. Time running out here on the play clock. He's going to get the football. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Play clock winding down. On the ground, Forte. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Rainey to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. Second down following the run.
They come up in an offset eye. They run again with Jennings. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Jennings. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. And Charles looking around the league, some movement as there always is in the final week of the preseason going into the regular season. Mark Sanchez gets cut, finds a home in Dallas, though.
And quickly, because the Cowboys wanted to have a veteran backup as insurance with Dak Prescott taking over the team while Tony Romo rehabilitates his injury. But how about some of the other moves that are out there? Justin Hunter, a former second-round pick of the Tennessee Titans, he ends up landing in Miami after getting cut by Tennessee. And boy, oh boy, D. Milliner, a first-round pick for the Jets. Doesn't have a home yet. I better be careful. He might want my seat next to you.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Over the middle here to Donnell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Again, they'll throw with Madden. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Larry Donnell from 13 yards out. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They start on the ground with Forte, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup. That's good for a Jets first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Forte, the lone running back. They'll get the football here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Jets are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Giants just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Giants have it early in the second. Wilkerson's able to zero in on the QB here. This goes for a loss of 9. We move late into the second. Forte's going to look for a gap, and he capped off the long drive with a TD. The lead now at 11. Still late in the first half, the catch is made in double coverage, and he capped off the 9-play drive with a TD, closing the gap to 4.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Throws left side complete to Brandon Marshall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Forte, the lone running back. The play clock's running down. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Still first down.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. No gain, and it's second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll give it up to Forte. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Caught right side, Davis. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he's got Decker, left side. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that's good for a Jet first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Play clock winding down. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Dumps off to Powell. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
The play clock's running down. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. A running play now for Forte. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Forte, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And a little aside here, a good note of sportsmanship around the league that you and I were talking about off the air earlier. Cliff Averill reaching out to Tony Romo to wish him well, and Tony Romo replied in a text and said, hey, you take care of the NFC West and we'll see you in the playoffs.
They still know how to have fun, don't they? At the heart of it, they're guys playing a game and enjoying themselves. That's a nice little deal. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll return it from the 6. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Jets take possession. We get a look now at the Giants defense as they file into position. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
It's not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. Again they run. Again it's Forte. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This is the running back, Powell. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Play clock winding down. A give. This is Forte. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They run with Powell. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Doesn't matter who the runner is going to be each week. Defenses get ready to gang tackle. They want multiple people to the ball. They want to make sure they take the proper angles to the runner. Make sure there's no place for him to spin out and go what they call through the back door and get away from people. And they want plenty of guys there to hit him, try to knock the ball free, the whole deal. But on that play, the best laid plans did not work.
Smith catches left side. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Time running out here on the play clock. They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Fitzpatrick. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So still 7 yards to go here on third down. It's third and goal. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first and 10, here's Manning. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 15 that time. And that'll be good for a Giants first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On first down, Manning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He's got time in the pocket. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Picked up, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
for the extra point is Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. We focus our attention now on the Jets defense. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Manning now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Manning will try again on 2nd down. He's got time. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Steve McClendon able to drop him for a loss of 4. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. On 3rd and long, it's Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The pitch comes to Forte. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And he's got Decker, left side.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now we spotlight the Jets defense. A crew that got the stop last time led to 3 points. Well, that was good, but they're probably thinking, hey, we'll get you the stop again offense. You guys a touchdown here.
Just add to the points total, right? But the defense has to have a ton of confidence. Someone goes for it against you on their own side of the 50. No. Stuff them, turn over the offense, and you're right. They'll take 3 on the first time. If they do it again, though, they expect a touchdown.
Yeah, well, first they've got to do it. Let's see if they can. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Finding time. Underneath for Jennings. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Ball start, offense.
Here's Brad Wing now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Play clock winding down. Forte. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff running right, Forte. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them to first.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play clock's running down. They'll run with Forte. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. This is Forte. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision, with good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a run with Forte. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And Brandon, it's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead. There's not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving and seal the win.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still third down.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.